Like driving around in this with the top down, it literally makes you want to do side quests in real life. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Between Gears. So if you saw my M340i 5,000 mile review video, you know that I decided to move on from that car. What I didn't explicitly tell you guys is what I was moving on to, and this is it. It's a Miata. This particular one, 2021 ND 2 club model with BBS, Brembo, brakes, Recaro package, sorry, the BBR package, and also Goodwin Roadstersport exhaust, which is a must, in my opinion, for this car. And yeah, I know, a Miata, 181 horsepower, you know, can get run over by all the lifted trucks in Texas. So yeah, I get it. But I will be honest with you guys, I do not regret it, not even a little bit. So let me tell you why. But first, let me let you guys hear this Goodwin Roadstersport exhaust. And this actually still has the baffle in it as well. Don't worry, the car's warm. So if I wanted to, I can make it even louder, which I'm debating if I do want to make it louder or not. Let me know in the comments. Sounds pretty good already. So I might make it louder though, we'll see, I don't know. Now, if you watched my M340i video, you know that I really liked that car, like I genuinely did. I mean, it was fast, it was comfortable, it was a great daily. It did everything I asked of it. But the issue was, it kind of did everything I asked of it, like too easily. I mean, there was just so many different things you could configure or you could customize it to do. I had to buy remote start over like a software upgrade. And even not being a full M car, you had to configure everything like exactly right. Like getting into launch control was just like this crazy, you know, procedure. And I mean, you contrast that with the Miata, which doesn't even have like a sport mode or any type of drive modes to speak of whatsoever. It doesn't even have automatic headlights. Like, this is the newest, you know, generation, the ND. And guys, before moving on, I got 100 something subscribers, and I love you, 100 something subscribers, but like 98% of the people that watch my videos, or maybe it's even higher, like 99 or something, are not subscribed. So if even like 2 or 3 of you subscribe, it's gonna bring that number down to like 90%. I don't know. I'll let you guys know in the next video. And it got me thinking, and I got a question, and stick with me here because I promise I will land this plane. Do you guys remember when single player video games basically ruled the world? Halo, Legend of Zelda, Half-Life, maybe like Fallout 3. Yo, Miata bro. Yeah, there was one story. There was like one world you had to enter into. You were offline. It was just you and your controller and whatever world you had chosen to spend probably 100+ hours in. Like, you didn't have microtransactions. You couldn't like skip, you know, a hard part of the story. You couldn't, you know, buy upgrades or items or costumes or whatever, or XP. You just had to exist and enter into the world and then get creative with what you did inside the world. And if you managed to find like a secret item somewhere, or like this side quest that you couldn't even access unless you got to a certain XP level, it was like amazing. You could go share it with all your friends. They would try to spend hours finding the same thing. I mean, I feel like modern games have kind of flipped this a little bit. Like, you can just skip the hard parts. You can just buy whatever you want. And look, I'm I'm not trying to tell anyone, you know, how to enjoy their video game, and, you know, maybe I sound like an old man yelling at clouds, like, oh, it was better back in the day. But I feel like the M340i, and it's not just BMWs, truthfully, like many modern cars that are not, oh, there are two dogs right there. Hello, dogs. Hope you have an owner somewhere. Like, it's not just modern BMWs. I feel like many modern cars that are not the Miata are kind of like that, right? Like, oh, you want to go faster? Just put in a couple more lines of code. Or, oh, your M340i isn't handling how you want it to? Well, you obviously didn't buy the adaptive suspension package, and like, you need the correct configuration to get it to handle right. I mean, don't get me wrong, the M340i performance was real. It was definitely real. You just didn't really earn it. I really feel like the Miata is kind of like those old single player games. Like, driving around in this with the top down, it literally makes you want to do side quests in real life. It's so fun in a way that I don't think most modern cars are fun. Like, it makes you want to go explore. Like if you guys have ever played Skyrim, like, just walking around is fun. You know, you might go here, you might find some side quest, you might interact with some character. I mean, this car, it is like that. Obviously, I think you guys know where I'm going with this analogy. Maybe to summarize it, it's just to say you have to earn the performance in a car like the Miata. Like, you genuinely have to earn it, and that feels really good. Like, when you go through a set of twisties or corners, the car needs you. Like, it genuinely needs you. And it genuinely, like, needs you to tell what to do. And the M340i, I'm picking on my old car, but I really did like it in a lot of ways. But modern cars, modern BMWs, whatever, they just kind of pat you on the back and just say, you know, just sit back. Please enjoy the performance. You know, just sit back. Please, make a Severance reference, right? Like, please enjoy the performance equally. And I get it, right? Like, the Miata experience isn't for everyone. I get it. I mean, in a perfect world, I would love to have a tuned 600 horsepower M340i for my daily. That would be sick. But if I have to do one or the other, I'm doing this any day of the week. And yeah, guys, if you are relating with my game analogy, please don't forget to drop a subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think of it, if you agree or disagree. I appreciate all the comments and the honest discussion. See you guys next time.